homework because you didn't send the homework.
How come did you finish this paper mock examination 1? I shared all, right?
You didn't send a homework. Like the other paper that like you sent, I have already done it like the day of the test. But you didn't send a homework.
Okay. No, Yasmin, I'm saying that
It's
this
new.
mock examination 1 was your homework. Did you practice these questions?
May you please say which the exam questions?
Yeah. I mean, this
Oh
exam
no, I
question is
didn't
a
know.
practice question. You have to practice these questions. Actually,
I
I
didn't
prepared
take
this
picture.
question for you.
I didn't take picture of all. I just took picture of one of them.
No, not the picture. Yeah, Yasmin, look. Are you Yasmin or Neil?
It's
Who is
Neil.
Neil? Because I cannot see your face, Neil. That's why. Uh, look.
The last
Here
homework
my
I did.
screen.
Teacher, Mr. Kasim, we and Shamil were late. Shamil's iPad has problems and it's not working, so we were joining from my iPad and it took some
Okay.
time.
Okay, no problem. Who is Javier? Yeah, who is Javier?
Javier is our mother, and she's Javier Papa Sade.
Now, whose paper is it? This paper, whose is it?
It's mine.
Oh, Nazlı. Now I can see that.
Sorry, I
Okay.
forgot to I to do it on answer sheet.
Mr. Kasim, I sent it. So I sent my answers to you like as a document on WhatsApp. Can you please double check if it works?
Okay.
Like if you can
All
open
right,
it.
I will. Just because some students they actually send it to different places and they're so confusing. I wish everybody answer the questions in very standard formats. Now,
You can delete
this one
these.
is Yasmin. This is yours, right?
Yeah, I sent you as a document. Like I sent you the document. Can
Yeah,
you check?
Yasmin, you need to send me as a single file and also
I
put
did,
your
I did.
name, okay?
Can you double check WhatsApp, please? Just to check if you got it or not. Yeah. There.
Yeah, very good.
Mr.
Now this
Kasim,
is
I
very good.
sent you in WhatsApp like a file.
Okay, guys, wait. I'm checking because collecting is really a big problem. Yasmin, let me check yours. Okay, now it is good. It looks good now.
You can delete the other ones, like the ugly pictures.
So Yasmin, this is yours. I'm deleting them.
Yeah, it says.
And this
There.
one is Nazlı, not Nazlı. Okay, Nazlı. I have already received this. And how about this one? Who's it? Nil.
It's Neil's.
Okay. How about this one? I wish you answer like this, I just give you share the word for what is a file, but you didn't use it. If you answer your questions here, it would be great.
This is
Who's
mine,
this?
Mister. Mine.
What's your name? Sadiq. Oh, Sadiq, this is yours. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, Sadiq, it's great. And you are the only one who understood me. And here G6 Sadiq. Okay, Yasmin. G6. Okay. Nazlı, Nil, Sadiq, Yasmin. How about the others? Anybody else here? How about Günel? Günel, where is your paper?
And teacher, I sent to the group. Teacher.
Where did you send it?
Teacher, it's a Shamil, and I did my
Günel, is
answers
it yours?
too, but I yet didn't send.
Günel,
Yes.
why the quality is so bad? How can I check this? Huh? Okay, guys, just 1 minute. Okay, let me sort them out so that. And also
But,
there's
uh,
no name.
because
Yeah.
some of mine I think I did wrong most because the one I got it, I didn't change my answers when I did the test. I just then fast send it to you. That's why. Maybe
didn't
some I
change
didn't
any of
check.
my passwords. Yeah, same thing for me. I didn't change any of my passwords. So if you, I mean, except one, I just added one, but I didn't really change much. So if there's something,
Probably I got wrong because I didn't change even one of my answers. I just did the test. I like read the answers and then I sent. I didn't change. But right now, one I read, I think I did wrong. The second one.
All right. Günel, I have a question for you. Can you turn on your camera? Günel, are you there? Okay, she's not there. No problem.
Yes. Yes, I
Günel,
am there.
Günel, do you have PC or laptop at home?
Yes.
Günel, your answers, we have answer sheet on WhatsApp. Like Yasmin, can you answer your question like for Sadik in Word and after that submit it to me? Okay. Guys, let's continue. Okay. So Sadik, Nazlı, Günel, are you ready for the class? Guys, let's continue. We will discuss the questions later, okay?
Yes.
So we are actually moving forward, okay? My primary goal here is soon I have to teach you how to solve problems using algebra. When you actually start solving a question with algebra, you will see that you can solve a lot of problems very, very easily. And so we are going to start algebra soon. Before this, once again, we are going to practice some questions. And we already did these questions. And where did we stop? Do you remember? Did we stop question 10?
No, I'm not sure. I actually did this at my house. I finished a long
Okay.
time.
Now let's continue from here very quickly then. Okay. So this will be kind of revision. So Neil, what was the answer to question 10? How did you do that?
1 second. May I get my copy because I wrote it
No,
there.
no, no. Just read it and let's do it again. You don't have to copy again. If you did
Okay.
this, read the question quickly and tell us how can we solve this question.
Okay. 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 Parked his car at the car park from 2.15 to 4.13. How much did he have to pay for the car park changes? Should we
So
have to add should we have to take the number and minus it by each?
no, Yasmin, how do you remember this? How did you solve this question, or did you solve it?
number 10 or
Oh, may I
Yes.
say I think I remembered. 1 second.
I don't think we did it.
Okay. Anyway, let's do this quickly, guys. Here, the parking charts of Marlin Mall car park are shown below. So it's about reading a table, understanding
answer
a
is
table,
70.
right? And so here the first hour means if your parking time is 1 hour or less than this, you have to pay $4. So that means that from 2:15 to 3:15, right? So you have to pay $4. And
then
it
we
says
should
that the subsequent, right? Subsequent means next half hour or part of thereof, right? That means that if the next, parking time is 30 minutes or less than 30 minutes, so you have to pay 1.20. So here from, actually he leaves the parking lot at 4:30. So from 3:15 is counting until 3:45. Okay, still the car is there. So they charge 1.20. Now again, now they actually move this 3:45 to 4:15. The car is still there. They charge 1.20. But now again, from here 3:15, 4:15, actually he leaves the parking lot or the mall at 4:30, right? And that's why it says that part of thereof. That means that if your parking time is less than or equal to 30 minutes, still you have to pay 1.20. So here we have to pay 1.20. Now that is the parking fees, right? So that's equal to 4 plus 3 times 1.20, which is equal to 7.60. So you have to pay $7.60 as a parking fee. Any questions?
We
B.
did this
Good.
one. I remember we did this one.
Yeah, good. Okay, then let's move a little bit faster, but
We
sometimes when you
didn't
do
do
it
the next
twice,
one.
you understand much better. Do you remember this question 11?
We didn't do the 11.
Okay, now we will continue here. Guys, Sadiq, Nazlı, Günel, Nil, Yasmin. Okay, and you are smart students, and that's why you are here. All right, and since you are here, when something is a little bit hard, you should not be afraid of this. Okay, try to understand even if it looks hard. Actually, they are not hard, but the first time you are practicing, that's why it may look a little bit hard. But try to understand. Okay, practice some questions, because from now on, step by step, I am going to introduce you with algebra, algebraic methods of solving problems. All right, what is algebra? Algebra means simply solving problems using variables. What is a variable? Just simply, it is, I mean, they are the letters in English alphabet, right? For example, if I say that Günal has some money, how can I express it in a different way? Let's say Günal has X dollars and Yasmin has some money, and also I don't know how much is it. Let's say Yasmin has Y dollars. Now, if I ask you a question, Yasmin and Günel together, how much do they have, Sadiq? Can you answer the question? Let's say Günel has
May I
X
say?
dollars and Yasmin has Y dollars. Together, how much do they have? Sadiq, question is for you.
Yes, the answer is uh,
X plus Y, right? Because if Günel has X dollars and Yasmin has Y dollars, to find together how much do they have, we have to add them together. For example, if Günel has $5 and Yasmin has $7, how do you find in total? 5 plus 7, so they
We
have
will.
$12. Okay,
Yes.
but now here, Yasmin, can you read the question? And if you understand, explain. If you don't understand, I will explain.
Which one, the 11th or the
11,
12th
yes,
one?
question 11.
Okay, the average height of 6 rods is 13 meters. The average height of 3 rods of 3 of the rods is 9 meters. Find the average height of the 3 other rods.
Okay.
Um,
Yasmin, how do you find the average? For example, let's say here we are talking about 6 rods. You know what is the rod? It's a kind of stick, right? So how do you
Yeah,
find the average of the 6 rods?
to find the average, you need to, like, for example, count how many numbers are there. I mean, like physical numbers, right? So it'll be 6 rods, right? We already know there's 6. And then divide by the total numbers. Wait, no, I'm confused. Sorry.
May I
Wait.
say? I think I know. May I say?
Yes.
I think that like some numbers plus by each other equals 13, and then you should probably divide it, that equals 6. And the same with 9. Some numbers plus equals 9, and then so you can divide it by 3. And and then we should find like which number plus numbers with plus equal what that you can divide by 3. We should find that.
Okay.
It not
Neil.
make sense, but it makes sense for me. It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense
actually,
how I
because you are
explain what
using you are using very a lot of words. That's why, because in math,
Yes,
you know, math is very, very how to say,
simple.
simple. And okay, let me get back to Yasmin
What
again.
I said is
Yasmin,
like makes
Yasmin,
sense.
okay, Neil, let me ask you this question. Neil, here we have Sadiq, Nazlı, Günel, Neil, and Yasmin, right? Here we have, let's say I can see
Yes.
Sadiq, Nazlı, Günel, Neil, Yasmin, 5 people.
Mr.
If I ask you
Kasim.
this question, what is the average height of these students? Sadiq, Nazlı, Günel, Nil, Yasmin. How would you calculate their average height?
Well, by average for me, it counts like as plussing numbers, like what's the average, what's the total numbers, I will probably plus the numbers together and like something like that. I have to actually
Okay.
see the sentence to understand it.
Good.
If
Yasmin,
I
how
don't
about you?
see
What's your answer? Very, very short
We
and
need
briefly. How would
we
you
need
calculate
total,
the average height
we
of these
need
5
total
students?
sum,
Say
total
again.
sum of the total sum of all their heights, and then divided by the the number of numbers that there are. I guess
5. Just
since
we are
there's,
talking
like,
about 5. People just say divide by 5, right?
Yeah.
It's very good. Very
Yeah.
Mr.
simple.
Kasim,
So yes.
I know the answer, but I don't remember the
Miss-
calculation.
Mr. Kazim, I said last time the same thing, but a lot of words. I said that like you should
Yes.
plus the numbers and divide it. I
Mhm.
said it like
No,
with
no,
a
no.
lot of words.
I mean, Neil, here I'm asking a very specific question, right? Not general question. I'm asking about the average height of these 5 students. How would you calculate? The answer should be like this. So, Mr. Kasim, we should add the heights of these 5 people and divide it by 5. That's it. Okay. I mean, if I just ask it in general, how do you find the average value of n numbers? So that is, we should add all these n numbers together and divide by n. That's it. Okay, that's a very simple definition of finding the mean. Okay, another another word for average is, we call this mean. Right, mean means average. They mean the same thing. Okay, so guys, now we are talking about 6 rods. Okay, that is the first one, that is the
Mr.
second one, and this one is the third one, and this one the fourth one. Let's say this one is the fifth one, very long one, and the number 6. Okay, guys, now I'm going to use the letters. Let's say the length of the first rod is something. Let's say this A centimeters. The second one is B centimeters. Third one is C centimeters. And number 4 is D centimeters. Number 5 is E centimeters. And the last one is F centimeters. Now, according to your definition, to find their average height, we should add their heights and divide by 6. So the height of the first rod is A, the second one is B, third one is C, and here we have D, and here we have E, and here we have F, right? So over, we should divide this by the number of rods, that is 6. It says that it's given. What is it? It is 13, okay? And it says that the average height of 3 of the rods is 9. Okay, now this question is for you. If the average height of 3 of the rods is 9, can you just tell me the equation? How can I write the equation for this, for the second part? The average height of 3 of the rods is 9. Can you just tell me the
May I
equation?
say?
Yes.
May Neil say? I think I remember. I'm not sure, but I think.
No, don't say remember, okay? Don't memorize anything. Just tell me, how can I calculate this? Be quick, Neil.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, will I have to write in the?
No, just Neil, tell me what expression should I write here? The
Okay, you
average
should
height
write
of 3 of the
A.
rods is 9.
You should write A, B, C, plus by each other equals 9, and the bottom number 3, because it says there that there is average height is 3 and the
Yes.
rods are 9.
Okay, Neil, another question for you. If A plus B plus C over 3 equals 9, what is A plus B plus C?
What's the answer? Like plus together? 27.
That's correct. Because 27 over 3 is equal to 9, right? Or because if 8 over 2 is equal to 4, I can write this 8 as 4 times 2. But here, if A plus B plus C over 3 equals 9, then A plus B plus C equals 27. Okay, now I know the value of A plus B plus C. Okay, the question is, find the average height of the other 3 rows. All right, now from here, using the same A plus B plus C, it is 27. And so here we have D plus E okay, plus E plus F. On the right hand side, here we have 6, and take to the right hand side, it is 13, right? It is 6 times 13. Now from here, D plus, yeah, it is D plus E plus F is equal to 6 times 13, 78. And take 27 to the right hand side, minus 27, right? And here if you have D plus, I should use small letters actually. Sadiq, what is 78 minus 27?
51.
51. Okay, so in the question it says that find the average height of the other 3 rows. These are the 3 rows. Average height means, according to the definition, we have to add the height of these rows and divide by 3, because here we are talking about 3 rows. Divide by 3, and also right hand side, divide by 3. So if you divide 51 by 3, the answer is 17. So here the answer is 17. Okay, Sadiq, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Sadiq, read question 12.
There were 800 blue and green balls in a box. There were 480 blue balls and the rest were green. Find percentages of green balls in the box.
Find the percentage of green balls in the box. So altogether, there were 800 blue and green balls in a box, right? And there were 480 blue balls and the rest were green, right? So that means that if we are talking about here blue plus green balls, altogether 800, right? And the question is saying that 480 blue balls.
Is-
So this blue
may I
balls
say the
is
answer?
480. And what must be the value of G here? It should be 320, right? It is 800. What is the question? Find the percentage of green balls in the box. Yes, Gunel, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, Gunel, how do you find the percentage of green balls in the box? To find the percentage, we should divide the number of green balls to the total number of balls. Altogether, how many balls? So we have 800. And how many of them are green?
Equals A.
It is 320. 320 over 800, right? Because 320 balls out of 800 are green. To write it as a percentage, we should multiply this by 100%. So if you multiply by 100%, this 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel each other. As 320 is divided by 8, that's equal to 40%. So what did it say? Did you say 40?
And 60.
Is it clear, Neil, Yasmin, Gunel, Nazlı? Did you understand?
Yes, this one was easy.
Okay, good then. Let's move to the next question. Okay. Nazlı, can you read question 13?
It says Nadine and Sharon had 96 stamps. Sharon had 24 more stamps than Nadine. Express the number of stamps Nadine had as a fraction of the number of stamps that Sharon had.
Mr. Kazım, and this one, if I'm not mistaken, I did the same way that the other one.
Okay. So
But
how did you solve? How did you here? Okay, we are talking about Nadine, right? And Sharon. Okay. And together they have 96 stamps. And how many stamps Nadine have? We don't know. Okay, let's say he has this many stamps, right? And how about Sharon? Sharon had 24 more stamps than Nadine. Here he has this much, right? And the plus 24, right? And all together, guys, I'm going to use one thing here. Here, I am going to use one letter, okay? For this box, let me just call this as A. And also this one will be A, right? So what is the value of $1? It is A and A plus 24. That is A plus 24. That's all together. They have 96. A plus A, it's one apple and another apple. How many apples do we have? Here we have 2 times apples. And 96, here we have minus 24, right? 2 times A is equal to 96 minus 24, that is 72. And 72, I can write it as 2 times 36. 2 times capital A equals 2 times 36. Then what is A? That is our bar. That's equal to 36. So this one means, actually, I can write here, Nadine has 36. Sharon has 36 plus 24. 36 plus 24. What is the question here? Express the number of stamps Nadine had as a fraction of the number of stamps Sharon had, right? So that is, Nadine has 36. Sharon had 36 plus 24, that is 60. Now we have to simplify this. 36, I can write it as 12 times 3. And 60, I can write it as 12 times 5, right? And this common factor, we can just cancel them out. That's equal to 3 over 5. So the right answer is A. Is that correct? Did you answer like this? Is your answer 3 over 5?
Yes, I did the same way actually.
Very good. Okay, Günel, can you read question 14?
Yes. A bag of 6 apples cost $3.50. Sam was given 2 free apples for every bag of apples bought. Find the maximum number of apples he could buy if he had 12.
Okay, if he had $12, that's also not so difficult, but not
May
so
I
easy.
say my answer? I got 24. I'm not sure if it was right, but I got 24.
Okay, a bag of 6 apples cost $3.50. Sam was given 2 free apples for every bag of apples bought. Find the maximum number of apples he could buy if he had $12, right? Good. So if he had $12, here, $12, let me just write here this $12. I can write this one. How many 3.50 do we have in 112? Actually, here we have 350, another 350, another 350, right? Because these are dollars. And also here we have $half, but with $half we cannot do anything because you're buying apples in bags, right? We cannot actually buy a single piece. So if you, for 350, we can buy 6 apples. Also for this 6 apples, for this 6 apples. And it says that Sam was given 2 free apples for every bag of apples bought, right? For this, extra 2, and extra 2, and extra 2. So here 8, 8, 8 altogether, how much is it? It is 3 times 8. That's equal to 24. The answer is 24. Did you answer like this?
I got 24, but I did it in another way. I did it like in my way. It's easier for me. I just wrote it in circles, how many bags there. I took each 2 and circled those 2 together. It's like I read and did whatever it said and until I found the answer.
Good, very good. Okay. Sadiq, can you read question 15?
Yes, the distance between town A and town B is 40 kilometers. Ronnie takes 25 minutes to reach town B from a town A. What is his traveling speed?
Okay, the distance between town A and town B is 40 kilometers. When you are solving this kind of question, I suggest you to draw a line, something like this. So let's say this one is
I drew a
town
line.
A and this one is town B. Very good, very good. If you did so. So the distance is, it is 40 kilometers, right? And we know that what is the distance formula? Distance is equal to average speed times time, right? So it says that Ronnie takes 25 minutes to reach town B from town A. What is his traveling speed? As you see here, if you look at the speed, it is kilometers per hour, kilometers per hour. So that's why we have to first change this 25 minutes into hours. So here, number one, 25 minutes is equal to how many hours? We have to divide it by 60, right? 25 over 60 hours. And if you simplify this by 5, 25 is 5 times 5. 60 is 5 times 12, right? Hours, this 5 they cancel each other. So here that's equal to 5 over 12 hours. So 25 minutes equals 5 over 12 hours, right? Now from here, we need to find the speed. From this relationship, right? What is speed? Speed equals distance over time. So, or distance divided by time. So speed is equal to distance over time. What is distance? It is 40, right? It's divided by time. What is time? It is 5 over 12 hours. Now we know how to do that. That's equal to 40 times 12 over 5, right? And 40, I can write it as 8 times 5. And here we have 12 over 5. These two things cancel each other. And 8 times 12 is 96. So dot, dot, dot. His average speed was 96 kilometers per hour. So did you get 96, guys?
When I did this one, I did not understand. I couldn't do it, but I understood now.
Okay. And always
I'm gonna
distance
take a
time,
picture.
we are going to use this simple formula. Distance equals speed times time. But if you want to calculate speed, speed equals distance over time. If you want to find time, time equals distance over speed, okay? And we are going to use this a lot. So you try to practice a few more questions. Okay, guys, let's continue.
I don't understand this.
Sorry?
I don't understand this.
Me too. When I did the totem, I couldn't do it. I didn't really understand. But now I a little bit understood better, but so slow.
Okay. I can give you another example if you don't understand. For example, let me
Yes,
just get.
please give.
Okay. Another question. Gunnar, just simple question. Suppose that the distance, okay, example one. Distance between Baku and another city, I don't know. Can just tell me one city in Azerbaijan. What is the city name?
Baku.
Baku and another city.
Gebele.
What is it? Sadiq, what is it?
Gebele.
Okay, is the first letter
Gebele.
G? G?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, I don't know, whatever it is,
Q.
that city, okay. And my question is, let's say the distance between these two cities is, let's say it is 120 kilometers. Okay. Now question 1A. Okay. If your traveling speed is, let's say your traveling speed is 60 kilometers per hour. In how many hours you can reach your destination from Baku to G? Okay. So we need to find T. To answer this question, what is the distance? Distance equals speed times time. So what is the distance? It's given 120 kilometers. And how about the speed? It is 60 kilometers times time, right? And that means that 60 times what number equals 120? To answer this question, I should divide both sides by 60. So that is 120 over 60. So that's equal to 2. So that means that if you are traveling at 60 kilometers per hour, for example, your car, right, there's a speedometer. If you look at this, actually that hand is always showing 60 kilometers per hour. So that means that in 2 hours, you can reach from Baku to this, you said Gabriel, whatever it is. Okay. So another question, if I ask you like this, okay, now the distance is 120 kilometers, okay, and you're just taking a bike something. let's say you actually reach the destination in 3/2 hours. All right, from B to G, the distance is 120 kilometers, and you are using some kind of different car, and you just reach actually right in your destination to 3/2 hours. The question is, what was your speed? Okay, again, to answer this question, if you reach your destination in 1.5 hours, at what average speed did you travel? To answer this question again, immediately write the first equation. What is distance? Distance equals speed times time. Do we know the distance? Yes, first substitute the values. It is 120. Do we know the speed? I don't know. Times, and how about time? It is 3/2, right? I am going to find the value of s. So that means how can I leave s alone here? I will do something here. I will multiply both sides by something. So let me just multiply both sides by 2/3 times 120. And here we have s times 3/2. And also multiply this by 2/3. And what is 3/2 times 2/3? That's equal to 1. On the right hand side, we have s. And how about 2/3 times 120? 2/3 times 120. I can write it as 3 times 40, right? And this 3, we cancel each other. That's equal to 80. So actually, dot, 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 your speed was 80 kilometers per hour. What does it mean? It means that if you travel at this average speed in 1 hour, how long do you go? 80 kilometers, right? And how about half an hour? 40 kilometers, because half of 80 is 40. So actually you already arrive at your destination. You already travel 120 kilometers. I think this much is enough about speed. We will solve more problems, a lot of problems like this, but for this, just as an introduction, this much is enough. What you have to understand is just very simple formula. This S times T, distance is equal to speed times time. Okay. All right, let's continue. Yasmin, can you read the instruction?
Yes, sure. Okay. Questions 16 to 20 carry 1 mark each. Write your answer in the spaces provided. For questions which require units, give your why am I reading this? Okay. Round up the sum of 58 tens and 285 hundredths to 1 decimal place.
Okay. Round off, right? The sum of 58 tens. What does it mean? 58 tens means 58 times tens, right? And that is plus 285 times hundreds. That means it is 1/100. So now we have to simplify this. 58 times 10, it is 580, plus 285 is divided by 100, that is 2.85. Now if you add this, that's equal to 582.85. But here it says that round off the sum of these numbers correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, that's the first step. So to 1 decimal place, 582.85 is equal to what?
It's gonna be 583.
82.
Wait, I didn't understand.
9, right?
82.90. Oh yeah.
Because it says to correct to 1 decimal place. The answer is, you should write here 582.9. Okay, Nazlı, did you get it?
Yes.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, then. Next question. Günel, can you do this question 17? How do we do that? We know that actually we are talking about operations, right? If we have parentheses, we should start from the innermost parentheses. If we have multiplication, division, we have to start division or multiplication, whichever comes first. So what should I do here? Equals 24 is divided by, okay.
Can you say, please?
Yes, 12.
Okay, so first you take the number. No, first you take 6 actually, divided by 3, and then the answer you minus it by 12, and then the answer you multiply it by 12, and the answer you divide by 24.
Okay, now let's continue first. Okay, first we should divide this one first. Now
Yes.
24 inside the parenthesis, it is
Mr.
12
Alfred?
minus 2, it is 10, right? And multiply by 12 equals, right? Is it correct? Yes. Now what is
But I
24
did
is divided by 10 is equal to 2.4. And here we have 12.
And
May I give
28
the answer because
and
I
8.
think I didn't.
Say again. Okay. So guys,
28 and 8.
okay, we'll continue. How do you multiply this? 2 times 20, 12, it is 24. And 0.4, 0.4 times 12. 4 times 12 is 48. So that's equal to 4.8. So that's equal to 4.8, which is equal to 28.8. So that's equal to 28.8. Now you may wonder, how did I multiply this? We can multiply that thing, I mean, without using a calculator. This 2.4 times 12, right? I can write this 2.4 as 2 plus 0.4 times
Mr.
12. Multiply 12 by 2, that is 24. Multiply 12 by 0.4, that is 4.8. That's equal to 28.8.
But Mr. Kaiser, I have a question. May I say how I did? I got 5, but I took 6. I divided it by 3, and then the answer that equals 2. I minused it by 12 equals 10, and then I took 10, multiplied it by 12, and equals 120. And the answer and 120, I divided it by 24, so that equals 5.
But 5 is wrong answer. How did you get 5?
No, I took 6. First I took from the parentheses 6. I divided it by 3, and in the parentheses there's also minus. So I took 2 and then minus it by 12, and the answer equals 10. And then I
Okay.
took 10. I multiplied it by 12, and the answer I divided by 24.
No, Neil, that is incorrect. If we have like division, like for example, let's say you're talking about 24 is divided by 10 multiplied by 12, right? Division and the multiplication. So you need to start from the leftmost side, from left to the right. Okay,
Oh,
not from right to left.
But
So
I
you have
started
to,
from the parentheses.
yeah, from left to right, because division multiplication, okay, if you have division multiplications, you should start from left and then move to the right. So 24 is divided by 10, that's equal to 2.4. Now here we have 12. And if you multiply this, that's equal to 28.80. Okay? All right.
Mr. I find the 18th answer.
You put what?
I find the 18th answer.
Okay, what is it?
51.
How did you do it?
I also got the same.
15.
How did you do that? Can you explain how did you do that? First, we have to change this mixed number into improper fraction. So here we have 5. 2 times 5, 10. 10 plus 3, it is 13. Minus 2 over 3, right? To subtract two fractions, we need to bring them into a common denominator. What is the common denominator of, 13 over 5 and 2 over 3? That is 15. So to get 15, I need to multiply the first fraction by 3. 13 times 3 over 5 times 3. Minus the second one by 5. 2 times 5 over 3 times 5. Now, the denominators are 15 and 15. So I can draw a single fraction line and write 15 and just subtract the numerators. 13 times 3, 39, minus 2 times 5, it is 10. 39 minus 10, it is 29 over 15. But in the question, it says that leave your
I got
answer in
the
the
same.
simplest form, right? So that's equal to 1 and 14 over 15. That's the simplest form. So the answer is 1 and 14 over 15. Yes, guys, did anybody get different answer?
No, I got the same.
Very good. If you get the same answer, that's great. All right, whose turn is it? Sadiq, if you didn't fall asleep, can you read question 19?
Of course. Kindly mixed 4.81.
Cindy.
Mixed 4.81 of rose syrup with
No,
2.
Sadiq, this one is liters. 4.8 liters
Ah,
of blue
ew.
syrup.
Yes, 4.8 liters of rose syrup with 2 liters of water. She then poured the mixture equal into 5 jars. How much mixture was there in each jar?
Okay, very easy question, right? Here, we are actually here, we have a kind of container, right? And then maybe jar, right? And I'm adding 4.8 liters of syrup and also 2 liters of water, right? And mixing this. Now, how much juice do we have here? It is 4.8 plus 2 liters, which is equal to 6.8, number one. And after that, we are just dividing this into how many? 5 jars, right? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So each jar equally, right? Here we have small jars. Anyway, to find how much mixture was there in each jar, so we have to divide 6.8 by 5, which is equal to 6.8 over 5. What is 6.8 over 5? Any answer? How do we calculate this? Hello?
Which one?
19. How do we calculate this?
The 6.8 to 5, like you should divide it and find like the smallest simple form.
Okay, actually, here, let's say if the answer is in milliliters, okay, I had to write this in milliliters. And we know that 1 liter is equal to how many milliliters? 1,000 milliliters, right? So this one is 6.8 over 5 liters. To change this into milliliter, we should multiply this by 1,000 milliliters. So now here we have 6.8 times 1,000. I can write it as 5 times 200 over, here we have 5 milliliters. So this 5 cancels each other, right? And 100 times 6.8, that is 680 times 2, which is equal to 1360 milliliters. So that means that in each jar, we have 1360 milliliters of fruit juice.
Mr. Kazim, I just checked the time and it shows like the lesson's almost over. Like, how is your lessons so fast over when our lessons are like our school lessons are like half, like they're also an hour, but little bit half that, like they're at like 30 or something, half an hour, and they finish like so later, and your lesson like finish so fast.
Yeah, very interesting question. Maybe for your school classes, you are using different watch. For my class, you are using different watch, maybe.
No,
You know
in your lesson, the lesson finished like after 1 minute. It felt like just started, but I'm checking the time. The lesson just finished actually, and in our class lessons, it's like it feels like it's already 1 year that we're in the lesson, but it's like half an hour. It's like 30, like 11, like 12.30. It's like half an hour, but it feels like it's like 1 hour or
Maybe,
more than.
we are having class in different planets. In different planets, actually clocks work differently.
I don't think so. We're having it.
Maybe on
different
Earth
time.
planet 1 hour, in Mars planet is like 5 hours.
I don't
I don't
think so.
know.
I think that
Also for me like this, like it's already, I just checked the clock. It is only 2 minutes left, but time is passing so fast. What can we do?
yes, I know. Do you know why? I think that because time and day times go much more fast by than time and morning times. Because if you check all the time, it's like that. I even checked one time. I put a time in my clock. I see how much is daytime. Like usually after like 6 or 7, it's like already it's nighttime already there. And I checked like I just waited for an hour how much it will wait. In morning times it's much more. In morning time it's like much more time than night times. Night times the time passes much more faster than morning times.
Yeah, maybe because maybe actually in the morning, we are so different. Nighttime, we are different. Also, it depends on, Neil, how much you are involved in the class. Okay, maybe class time, a lot of students, but here the small group. And if I teach you even one-to-one, Neil, you will see that the time passes much, much faster. Because if you are involved in class more, you cannot actually notice how time is passing so fast. Okay, guys,
Yes,
let's
I
solve
know.
one more question and I will finish the class. Okay, and also you may be tired. You must be tired. And we know that, look at the figure below, find the area of the semicircle or semicircle in American English in terms of pi. And we know that if we are given a circle, right, and we
It's
always talk about the center,
350.
the distance from the center to the circumference from the circle, we call this radius, right? And how do you find the area of the circle? That is pi r squared. And as I see here, this 24 it is a diameter. So diameter is, this one is radius, this one is radius. So 2 radii is equal to diameter. That's equal to 24 centimeters. 24 means 2 times 12. So 2 times r equals 2 times 12. From here, radius is equal to 12 centimeters. That is number one. Number two, here we are talking about semicircle, right? Let's say the area of the shaded region is capital A. And what is it? It's just half of the circle. So I should divide the area of the circle by 2. So that is 1/2 times pi times r squared. What is r squared? It is 12 squared. We know what we mean by square, right? 12 squared means multiply 12 by itself. So actually I can write it as pi times 12 times 12. In the denominator, we have 2. Now, if you simplify this, 12/2, that's equal to 6, equals 6 times 12, that's equal to 72. Also here we have pi. So the area of this semicircle is 72 pi square centimeters. Okay. Nazlı, Sadik, Günel, Nil, Yasmin, that much is enough for today, okay? And I'll try to grade your progress test by until next class, until next meetings, okay? Next time also we'll practice a few more questions. After that, step by step, as I told you, we will start learning algebra. And after that, you will see that we will speed up. We can solve a lot of questions in very, very easy way, okay? So guys, thank you very much. I will meet you after 2 days, I think. Okay, have a good night. See you next time.
Goodbye,
Sadik, what is
Mr.
that?
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye. Thank
Goodbye.
you. You too.